Ah, le Sega Master System 2. This is the Sega Master System 2. We've got it hooked up to RF at the moment, so let's just have a look at what happens when we flick the power. We get a black screen and a heap of video distortion when moving the ports. So something not good is going on in there. This model should have Alex, well, you know his last name, I'll let you work it out. It should have Alex installed on the as part of the BIOS. So let's pull it apart and have a look in high speed. And just like that, the board is removed. So let's have a close-up of this. Let's see if we can spot any physical anomalies. It's always good to do a physical inspection. So as you can probably see, we've got what looks to be a bit of corrosion down here on the right-hand side. Not sure where that would have come from, given that it's a pretty sealed system. There's no real signs of any damage on the other side of the board though. Might have had a bit of work done in the past. Alright, so let's have a look at what we've got here. Where to start? Voltage regulator, steps everything down to 5 volt. Power in RF at the back. We've got the video encoder chip, which is a CXA 1145P. And what is it? DIP 24 by the looks. That 24 in the top left hand corner is anything to go off. Nice Z80, the brains of the machine. Next to that we have, it looks to be the BIOS. MPR-12808. Now I've looked that one up before and that's definitely the, it's got Alex Kidd joined with it. We've got some good old LC36664RL. I can only assume that's some sort of RAM. What do we got here? These ones are upside down. Pretty sure these are something to do with VRAM. Because in very close proximity we have the 3155246, which does a few more things other than just video. From memory, and I'm completely guessing here, but I'm pretty sure it contains the VDP and other glorious things. Next to it we've got the I/O chip, which controls some things that are inputty and outputty. And of course the cartridge slot. Oh, look at that! Look at that right there. Some green meanies on that pin there. Actually, how many pins do these have? 49. Is that right? 50 pin? Yeah, 50. So we can say pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. has some trouble. So I might just clean that off. Let's hook it into power again without the case on this time. You'll also notice we've got a date stamp up there. Love the way they used to do this. So 16th of January 1992, which makes it 21 and a half. Well, happy birthday. Sort of. Happy birthday for all those birthdays I missed not being there for you. This unit was picked up as non-functional. I was going to use it in another project, which I haven't decided on whether I'll be doing or not. But if I can get this working, I might not need to. So let's get him hooked into power. Found there's a bit more gunk underneath the cartridge slot as well. So I'm going to try and clean that out. Perhaps we're seeing a short and Alex isn't activating because it thinks there's a cartridge there. Let's see what happens. Well, no luck after giving it a bit of a clean. So we are going to step it up and we're just going to try outputting in composite, good old composite. So to do that we need to know where ground and pin, well, 20, not that you know that yet. I do, because I have the data sheet. Data sheets are fantastic. So over here we have chip and there's composite video out there, number 20. And grounds, we can ground to anything really. Pin 24 is nice and close. So I need a plug. So I'm looking at that from the top and in focus. 1 and 24 up the left end. On this side, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. Sort of just opposite that ceramic cap. Cool, let's get the soldering iron out. Well, there we go. I've managed to find some RCA plugs, a pointing device, my soldering iron and solder. Everything's happening here. So this is the reverse side of the board. We've got the CXA1145 there. If you've got a US version, chip will end with something different than a P, I assume. Is it a P? Yeah. So we've got pin 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, which goes to absolutely nothing on both sides of the board. So we're going to solder some wire to that pin and our good friend ground over here. To do that, I'm going to go ahead and tin these wires. Now I've actually got two cables, so I can also have sound if I feel like it, which is over on, just looking at the data sheet. Audio out, there it is, pin 9. Or maybe I will. Still, first step first, let's see if we get any video over composite. Now it's good to know the Mega Drive 1 also used the same RGB encoder. Probably can't see what I'm doing. Just tinning the wire. So you can easily add these. Man, they're too long and I don't have any scissors. So we'll just ignore that. If you're trying to copy me though, don't. Stop at this point and
Caution, you should use some resistors or capacitors if doing it out of time.
It's pretty clear of everything. It'll do for a quick test anyway. So was that red or the white one? Must be the red one, it's got a red cable. Switch our source over to AV. Disconnect that Terra drive I had it connected. Give the camera a view of what's going on. Try not to melt everything with my soldering iron. So many steps for something so simple. Just turn off the soldering iron because you don't have a power board, and connect the power adapter. Probably going to make a difference. Okay, same thing. Excellent. So now we know that some of the master system is working. Just not the parts we need to see any video. So at this point it could be one of many things. Probably the easiest thing for me to start with would be something I have one of, which in this case is the video encoder chip, which I'm trying to extract from this drawer. Oh god, there's MC6800s going everywhere. Here is the beautiful little chip. So I had this left over from the Mega Drive video encoder I fixed many eons ago, which had flickering. So what do you say we give it a go on this? Here's a good reason not to. There's no video. Just melted some cable onto the soldering. There's no video, but there's also no audio. So I probably should hook into the audio bits to see if I get any audio out. If I don't, I'll probably replace the video encoder chip anyway. No, well, baby steps. That's how we go. That's how you learn, that's how you diagnose. To the next chapter. I just thought of a way I can cheat. I can piggyback the video encoders on top of each other, which I've already done while the camera was off. Same result, black screen. Okay, that's fair. So who knows what's wrong with this board? There's the piggyback. Just bend the pins slightly in. Just sit it on top. Hope they're making good contact. Oh dear. Well, at least that means RF should work okay. If any positives have to come out of that, it has to be at least that. At least. Soldering irons at the ready.